Hi, Peter Letterman here with the Soundsmith, making what I hope is an important video for friends and followers of Soundsmith, and hopefully far beyond that. So one thing about this virus that I've become aware of is a good place for it to shelter in place, not just you, and that's the freezer in your home. A lot of folks aren't aware that the virus can live for years in your freezer. So in order to protect yourself, your family, or somebody else who may go in the freezer, you have to make sure that there's no virus in your freezer. So if you've purchased anything from the store or maybe made something and put it in the freezer in the last 2 or maybe 3 months, you may want to err on the side of safety and sterilize everything that's in there. Now, how would you do that? Well, if you have 2 sinks, put a little soapy water in one and take everything out of the freezer. If it won't fit in the sink, maybe keep it off to the side for a while and soap everything up. Get a sponge and at least for 30 or 60 seconds wash down the outside of all the packages in your freezer. Then maybe put them over in the other sink while you soap up the rest of them. While they're sitting there on the other side of the sink all soaped up, then go to your freezer, which is of course going to be empty now, and wipe it down. You can use Lysol. You may be able to use a little alcohol solution you have, 60 or 70% with water. By the way, water is required with alcohol to kill the virus. You might even use a dilute bleach solution. There are a lot of people online that'll tell you what amount of bleach to use with water to get a solution that will kill the virus. Really good idea to clean the freezer thoroughly. It's going to be a hard place to kill the virus, but you really want to sterilize your freezer. Then rinse everything off nicely that's in your sink, get all the soap off of it, and then put that back in the freezer. Now your freezer is a virus-free zone, and anything you purchase or you make that you want to freeze, make sure you wash it off with soap very thoroughly before you put it in the freezer. You want to wash off anything new from the store, obviously, or anything you make to freeze, because you don't know if you've recently touched something which has the virus. So always a good idea, since it can live in the freezer for years, is to make sure anything you put in there does not have the virus on it. Thanks a lot. Appreciate your watching. Just concerned about this because I don't see a lot of it being talked about. Peter Letterman with the Soundsmith. Take care.